Susan Jackson, her brother Bill, will be at a fundraiser, or a big part of a fundraiser at the Red Robinson Theatre this Sunday called Susan Jacks and Friends for Life. And one of the reasons is that Bill, good brother Bill we're calling him, gave Susan a kidney called Wilson, and everybody's living happily today and feeling great. Back to your diagnosis. Why couldn't they figure it out? Why is it difficult? Is that unusual that it's difficult to figure out?
Well, I think they caught it so early with me that there was, they did scans and they did blood tests and they couldn't find anything. Nothing showed up. And it wasn't, well, they told me to come back in a year.
Right.
And in the meantime, I had moved up here, went for a physical, and the doctor walked in and said, "So how long have you been in kidney failure?" Well, my heart was in my throat, and because I had no idea. I knew that I'd had, but it's so silent, you don't feel anything. There's nothing really.
But that's why it's important to get the test, the urine test, right? Is that how you discovered it?
Yes.
Or they discovered it?
Yes.
And sent you on this journey, because really it's life-saving and all of that. So the song, "Which Way You Going, Billy?"
Yes.
Did it have anything to do with him?
It did. It was originally called "Which Way You Going, Buddy?" And
okay, so I was wrong.
No, and it was not the same song. It was a different song. It was from a male perspective, and I thought it was beautiful. The melody was gorgeous, and I really liked it. But I wasn't crazy about the lyrics, so I asked that it be rewritten for a girl to sing, and with it from a girl's perspective.
Right. Because you were lead singer.
Yes.
And that makes sense.
Right, and I thought it was worth saving the song, by changing the lyrics. So it was "Which Way You Going?" and, well, what name?
What are some of the lyrics?
"Which way you going, Billy? Can I go too? Which way you going, Billy? Can I go with you?" And my big thing is now that I know where part of him went anyway.
You sure do.
But anyway, so we went through, I have 6 brothers, and we figured, well, let's go through my brothers' names, and maybe there'll be something there. And there's, "Which way you going, Bruce?" Didn't work, a lot of them didn't work. So
Are they all B's?
No.
Bruce, Billy.
There's Rick, Wayne, Jim, Jerry. But none of them, but we got to Billy's name and it was perfect.
Right.
It just sounded perfect. "Which way you going, Billy?"
So what is it like for you to watch Susan with Terry Jacks and watch Susan with the Poppy family and grow up with somebody in the public eye?
That was good.
Yeah, free tickets.
Free tickets and.
They've never treated me any differently anyway.
I bet.
They
But
always tell me to
sometimes you
shut up
can
as quick.
dine out on it. You say, "My sister's Diana Krall."
Yeah.
Yeah. They say, "Really?"
Yeah. Yeah, I was
My brother's Trevor
almost,
Linden.
Yeah, I
we
was
like
almost
to
at the age
play
to,
around with that.
Yeah.
I was almost at the age to use it as leverage with the girls. So.
Exactly. Why not? Why not? But you've had quite a ride.
Yes.
Because the divorce from Terry, and that was traumatic, and keeping the albums going and all of that.
Right.
And then you married a football player, big football player.
Yes, Ted
And
Duchinsky, yeah.
Ted Duchinsky, who's now in the heaven.
Yes, he is. He passed away in 2005 from lung cancer.
Yeah. So has it changed kind of how you live your life?
I have such an exuberance that you sort of get used to it, It's a very scary, lonely thing when you all of a sudden realize that your body is failing. It's, what are you going to do? What's going to happen with your life? What do you choose? I mean, that a kidney transplant's the best thing, but you can't go out and ask people for that. And
well, it's like a cancer diagnosis too. Everything goes through your mind.
Oh.
First of all, you think you're dead in a week.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
the poor oncologist is trying to pick you up off the floor and say, actually, it's treatable. Just settle down. But you're right. We know we're going to grow older and age, and that one of our organs might get a little funny.
Yeah.
But when it happens to you,
I know.
See, I had the brain aneurysm. It's a better thing because it happens so fast, you don't have time to think about it. Nobody says, one day you're going to almost drop dead. You just almost drop dead.
I know.
And there's not much you can do about it.
Yes, I know, but it's scary all the way around, though.
It's scary, but it's actually scarier for the people around you. Because you're in
yeah.
such pain, you kind of hope you'll die.
Well, I was not in pain.
Right.
It was mostly, I bet you were though.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, you were getting a lot of cramps and
Well,
stuff,
that's
and
true.
they were-
Yeah, I was a little uncomfortable at the beginning, but afterwards, that's how I feel. So there's so much ahead of me now. It's
Sure.
like whatever is, there's so much more ahead of me that I
Exactly.
can feel now,
Exactly.
and I feel excited.
And to feel the energy. Do you know Natalie Cole?
No, but you know, she was my inspiration because I saw her on the Larry King show or something, and at this point, I had it was all in me, and I didn't know anybody else who was dealing with kidney failure, and I hadn't gotten to the point yet where I needed a kidney. That was about 6 months before
Right.
maybe where I found out, or I mean 6 months. I saw the show with Natalie about 6 months before I found out I needed a new kidney, and she was on the Larry King show, and she just gave me so much hope and inspiration because
Yes.
I thought, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, I've met her a couple of times. She's an inspiration. She really is.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much so. And she can sing too.
Oh, yes, she can.
Gee. Who
Yes.
did you listen to when you were growing up, aside from the Poppy family?
I was a big Steely Dan fan, Doobie Brothers, ZZ Top,
Yeah.
Yeah.
rocker, closet country fan.
Yeah. I'm a country fan.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
And Katie Lang has a new album today. Did
Oh,
you know that?
no, I did
think
not know
this
that.
week she's gone back to her roots. They're telling
Good
me.
for her.
Yeah,
She's
it's going
so
to be
good.
really great. So tell me about Susan Jackson Friends for Life. Who's going to be there? What's the evening all about?
Well, the evening is I'm doing it. I approached the Kidney Foundation of Canada because after watching all these other people who had gone through this, and a lot of people who didn't have kidneys and were going through pretty miserable times, and it's really hard. And I felt an obligation to sort of bring the message out there. And as much good as the Kidney Foundation does, they're so understated about it. And I said, heck no, let's just go out and
Right.
because now I'm just full of beans. I have so much more energy.
I live.
I live, I'm alive. And so I approached them and said I would love to do this. And it's kind of it's an eclectic kind of show. I have Satwant Singh and Craig McCaw from the
who
original
sang
Poppy
from the
family.
original Poppies?
Yes,
McCaw the guitarist?
Yes, and sitar player, and Satwant Singh who plays tablas.
Okay.
And we're going to do some of the early Poppy family songs, and I have some Music Hop friends. I was 15 when I sang on Music Hop, which was a cross-Canada TV show, and they were on it at the same time.
A little bit like Dick Clark Bandstand, was it? Music Hop? I didn't
Well,
see Music Hop.
Music Hop.
I
was-
didn't
it was-
live here.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
it was a cross-Canada TV show, and on every day of the week there would be somebody, a different show. Like Fridays was Vancouver.
Okay.
I think Mondays was Halifax, and then there was Montreal and Toronto and Winnipeg. So there were 5
Sure.
places. And a lot of people were on it. Guess Who was on the Winnipeg one?
Really?
Anne Marie appeared on the
fabulous.
Halifax one, and a lot of people.
So Guess
from
Who?
there.
BTO not there yet. Guess Who?
Yeah.
Anne Murray. How
Yeah.
great. So any other names we know?
Probably no, but there is a girl that I have invited over from Vancouver Island to sing. She had a kidney transplant in last June, and she is a singer. I didn't know that,
great.
and I asked her to come over and sing. a
Okay,
song with me.
and Bill, what will you be doing?
Looking good.
As you should. As you should. Did they pay your wage or anything when you had to take hospital time? Like I know you live in Edmonton and had to do all
No,
that.
actually, the company that I work for just gave me the time off. And
How great.
They just
Oh,
paid
great.
me as though I was still there.
Well, it's a happy story. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Sister.
Good to see you.
We'll watch for you on Sunday night at the Red Robinson Theatre. Susan Jackson Friends for Life.